It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 13 carries, 56 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
A big play here for Dallas. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again with Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Elliott. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, What's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one, 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Wheeler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Fields.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chris Godwin
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
And CeeDee, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Lovell, he's going to let this one go deep.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bears take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Trucks over him. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
There we go. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down.
Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That's what it is, baby.
Well,
That's
nothing
what
fancy
it is.
there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now McManus for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Get ready.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Lovell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ramsey.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A gain of 3, second down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Well, the Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, Fields. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On second down, Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. 10th carry now for Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lovell. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Lovell. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. That is caught by Lamb. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's do this.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Fields. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lovell. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Javon Kinlaw. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fields on 3rd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the gun, Lovell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Lovell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
To throw is Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Fields now to throw.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure his guy was going to catch it, or no one was.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. On 2nd and 11 now.
Fields.
And this one's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. looking to throw. Lovell. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He finds his man complete. It's Harvey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go, baby.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Here we go.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run with Montgomery. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Gibson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Antonio Gibson.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
We got this.
And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Lovell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
53's the mic. 53.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Back to throw. Lovell. A dump off to Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Let's go.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even an offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Let's go. Let's go.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
This is Smith with a grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington.
2nd down at 4.
It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now left side on the swing pass. So nothing doing there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Cowboys on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing the out route, incomplete.
It's Harvey. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lovell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Get me.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Fields. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Chicago. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Fields eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Yeah, baby.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lovell toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. On 1st and 10, Lovell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Lovell. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. Because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he stopped immediately there. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So now the Cowboys down by 8, 1:36 to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. He'll look to throw.
He's got Elliott.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play here for Dallas.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Oh, it's real easy to celebrate the throw there, but this was all about the protection because he had all day to sit back, survey the situation, and then really step into that one. He wouldn't have been able to do it without the help of his offensive line, though.
They'll look to throw.
He'll get this to Elliott.
Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Chicago, it's an important win for their playoff hopes.